Today I want to talk to you about the 7 baby steps. There are 7 steps to your financial freedom. They need to be followed in order, and it's important that you pay attention to each and every step. Okay? The first step is a beginner emergency fund. Baby step 1, a beginner emergency fund. Now, we recommend $1,000 in that emergency fund. Okay? Here's the thought process behind that. If you can generate enough income or sell enough stuff or get to a point where you have $1,000 in the bank, if and when Murphy strikes, and we all know who Murphy is, right? You can pay cash. You don't have to lean back on credit. You don't have to do any of that stuff. So the goal, number 1, baby step number 1, is $1,000 in the bank. Okay. Excuse me. After baby step number 1 comes baby step number 2. Obviously, pay off all debt except the house using the debt snowball. We will get into that, but here's the thought process behind the debt snowball. You take the smallest to the largest, regardless of interest. There's philosophy behind that. When we get into debt snowball, I'll talk more about that. But think about a snowball rolling down a hill. You make a little snowball and you push it down the hill. As it gets momentum, it gets bigger, it gets bigger, it gets bigger, and your debt gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay? Baby step number 3, 3 to 6 months, and I recommend 6 months into savings as an emergency fund. This is not investment money, guys, because that's inevitably who grabs a hold of it and says, well, this could be making money for us somewhere else. Yeah, well, it is 2020 right now as I record this. Did you go through COVID? Did you get shut down? Did you get locked down? Did you have 6 months savings to live on? Many of you did not. So there is a thought process behind that. Step 4, invest 15% of your household income into Roth IRAs and pre-tax retirement plans. Did you hear that? Pre-tax retirement plans. We'll get into the reasoning and the philosophy behind that when we get to baby step 4, but I would pray that you would pay attention to that. Baby step 5, save for your children's college education using tax-favored plans. There are many of them out there. If you are interested in those, I can get you to the right professionals that can help you with that. I don't sell those things. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. I help you get to this point. Baby step number 6 is pay off the house early. This would be your last debt. You should have not accrued any more debt. And now you will work on paying off the house. And we'll talk about that when we get to that and how you can do that very, very easily. Baby step number 7 is to begin to build wealth and to give. Now, throughout the process, you will be giving. If you have a horrible money mindset to begin with, I'm not going to be able to change that. You have to change it. I can give you some reasoning behind it. I can help you walk through the steps. I can help you get from point A to point B. But what's up here about money is usually ingrained in you from childhood on. Family dynamics, church dynamics, social dynamics, all that kind of stuff. And I can help you change that money mindset. But you have got to make the concentrated effort to change what's up here about money. It's the only way the baby steps work, by the way. Okay? So, baby step 1. It's time to start building an emergency fund. Excuse me. This is a process, and we need to follow the steps precisely and in order. And it works. It's proven to work. Years and years and years and millions of dollars in debt paid off, and people now living like no one else. Okay, so I said you have to change your money mindset. So the one thing you have to start doing is you have to become a giver. And you say, but Sam, I ain't got no extra money come at the end of the week. No, you might not. I can help you with that. and I help you find it, but you have to be willing to change your money mindset. So some of you hit the drive-through at the place that's got the green and white cups, and you know, you spend $4, $6, $8, $10, $12 a day there. And that's something you're going to have to think about. But to begin to change the money mindset, I would challenge you every Wednesday, and you'll hear me talk about this throughout the program. I call it Wealth Wednesday. So if you want to begin to build wealth, you have to begin to become a giver. Okay? So I would encourage you on Wednesdays, do a random act of kindness for a stranger involving a financial transaction for which there is no possibility of return to you. Now, the dollar amount doesn't matter. I don't care if it's 25 cents. I don't care. I don't care if your bill comes to $2.98 and you say, give the 2 pennies to the guy behind me. I don't care. You got to start somewhere. But listen again. A random act of kindness involving a financial transaction for a stranger for which there is no possibility of return to you. Y'all think about that. Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments below this video. One way or another, you got to start somewhere changing the noggin about money. We'll get into more of the Wealth Wednesday later on, and then I would encourage you to listen to the videos based on the baby steps. And if at any point in time you wish to consult with me, if you're going through these baby steps, you have availability of a 30-minute consultation. The link will be on the Facebook page or in the video, but you're more than welcome to click on that link, schedule a 30-minute complimentary session with me, and we'll talk about your finances and make sure you are on track. This has been Sam McEwen. Live intentionally and be very, very blessed, my friends.